What is going on, guys? You know what? I'm gonna give a nice shout out to what is it to Paul Elo Warriors, who recommended me to watch Where Are They Now, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. With this video, and I want to find out myself what happened to some of these people as well. But anyway, leave a like, subscribe, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And let's check on the updates on all of these people. Let's go.
Everybody, many of you have asked for an update on some of the people featured in the Real Things I've Seen series. So here you go.
All right. Oh, God.
So after all that went down and we all checked the contents of our underwear, we loaded that guy up and brought him down to the hospital where he bought himself some fancy new internal hardware. But the craziest part about that entire call is he forgot everything.
Who am I? And why do I
What do you mean he forgot everything? He just had dementia?
exist? And who made me?
Because we gave him for said prior to cardioverting him, he forgot everything leading up to us welding the crap out of him wanting to beat the crap out of somebody there that pushed that button, and then transporting him to the hospital. In fact, halfway down to the hospital, he was asking if we could bring him back to his house because he was completely fine now. And it was on that day that I
no, sir, you are not okay.
realized that with enough medication, you can forget anything. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. Oh, crap.
Oh my God. Yeah, honestly, that's facts. I mean, I'll be honest with you, the amount of people that do drugs and try to forget, it's sadly fairly common. Sadly.
Dude was another person that should have met whatever afterlife entity you believe in, but instead walked away with a couple broken ribs and a bruised lung. And all because of this guy. The guy that I couldn't depict well enough, sitting at 6'8", 300 pounds, that literally picked up the car with one arm and dragged his meat pancake friend out from underneath and stopped him from remaining a dead, flat human. And on that...
Jesus Christ, dude. He must have done that out of, like, pure adrenaline. But granted, 6'8" and a big dude, and you got adrenaline pumping? Oh, yeah, that guy must have been feeling the Hulk at that moment.
That day, I learned that adrenaline and friendship are the strongest things in the world. I mean, except for my wife's hate for the peanut butter spoons that I leave in the sink every day. That's really strong. Holy crap. Hi. Taters McGee was by far the most interesting patient I've ever ran on and made me question my actual knowledge.
That's the one that kept passing out, right? From what I remember.
Human body for a solid 10 seconds. And by the time we dropped this guy up at the hospital, what they said was going on blew my mind. And that was they had no freaking clue. You what? Yeah, that
no idea.
So many times that we drop people off at the hospital and we never actually get an answer. Why? Not because the hospital's incompetent, but because they don't actually know what's going on until they run the outrageous amount of tests that they need to run to find out why this patient is direct injecting taters right into their sinus cavities. But unfortunately, that's just a part of the job. So I hope that answers some of the questions that you have.
Honestly, I believe him, man, because if you're telling me that this dude is just passing out all of a sudden and for no apparent reason, and yet you witness this more than once, you're like, bro, there's something going on with this guy, with his brain. And the hospital not knowing, of course, they're gonna do a lot of research, but having to do brain scans and all this stuff to figure out what, but wow, that's crazy.
And let me know in the comments which Real Things I've Seen people you want follow up on next. But until then, try to catch me howling at the moon. Try to catch.
Oops.
Hey everyone, welcome.
That's number 4. I want to do number 4. I have number 2 set up right here, baby. I got number 2 set up too. I said 2 way too much. Anyway, let's see. Let's check out number 2.
Where are they now? And today we might discover some very personal connections with one of the people in the videos. Let's get into it.
Oh,
Why is he not wearing clothes? Because he thinks he's a cow, man. Boo. This guy was actually one of my...
Oh, this one. Did I ever see this one? I'm pretty sure I did.
First interactions with someone who had taken edibles. I mean, obviously, I ran on a few people who enjoyed a little bit of the devil's lettuce, which for the most part is harmless and completely entertaining.
Yeah, but he's like completely zooted out, man.
But when it comes to edibles, they tend to have the highest adverse reactions, simply because of the amount of time it takes to be absorbed and the type of route that it's taking to be absorbed. And for this guy, at first, it left him completely catatonic and looking like he was riding the Milky Highway, and then quickly came to life with a wonderful yellow liquid surprise and a few well-placed moves.
Moo! Moo! Moo!
But in the end, we were able to get him down to
Isn't that a full Markiplier?
the hospital where he was completely fine and probably,
Oh, Lord.
hopefully, kept the gift of yellow rain going for the ER staff. Calling himself the Crispy Chris Kringle.
Oh, this guy.
In April. This guy was actually one of the calmest trauma alerts I've ever called. When we got on scene, he was acting like he was completely fine, confused.
Yeah, because he had no idea what was going on. He had such severe head trauma.
At why we were even there, and in fact was refusing to go to the hospital at one point in time.
That sounds about
All
right.
This made sense when we realized that he had taken a tumbling nose dive off of a 25-foot tree and landed directly on his face.
Oh my God.
Once we got him down to the hospital, all of our suspicions were confirmed when they told us that he had a lovely traumatic brain injury, some randomly placed broken bones, and owed his neighbor a few mortgage payments for saving his life.
Dude, you gotta drive fast.
Oh, I know. That's crazy.
Why? Because I'm gonna crap my pants.
The sweaty individual desperately trying not to drop a hot piece of butt fudge into their BDUs was unfortunately me. It was me! This was at the end.
It was him, bro. That's awesome. I was hoping at least one of these would have been him. Oh, that's awesome.
Of a very long 24-hour shift where I had spent the previous 12 hours with an unexpected colon cleanse because apparently I ate something that my sensitive ginger stomach didn't like.
He had some Taco Bell. I see.
Of course, we caught a late call, which set off the chain of events that led to me begging my
Oh,
partner to drive
bro.
faster.
Like he knew. I think he knew something was gonna happen, but because of that call, he couldn't go restroom.
Or sweet death.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
And
I don't look at him.
The other two people portrayed in this video hoping that I would crap my pants in the back of the boo-boo bus was an over-exaggeration, but if there's two things I've learned that firefighters love, it's saving lives and ruining them by telling every single person we work with that their fellow brother dropped a deuce inside of their Fruit of the Looms.
Try to catch me howling at the moon.
I mean, come on now. Let's be honest. I think I would have done the same thing. I would be like, "Hey, man, what is it? This guy was about to, he was about to crap himself." I think I would have done the same thing. Come on now. I think I believe at the end of the day, it's all love and all that stuff. Oh, that is so awesome. All right, let's go to number 3.
Third installment of Where Are They Now and what I believe are the 3 most interesting calls I've ever been on.
Yeah, I think I felt something hit my leg. A few? Wait, how many's a few?
There are 2 types of people in this world.
Oh,
People who lose their
yeah.
freaking minds the second they feel pain, and then this guy, who was shot 9 times and couldn't have cared less about the 900-mile-per-hour pieces of metal that were shoved inside of his body until he could figure out whether or not his
Wait, excuse me? How many times? Excuse me? How many times was this man shot?
car needed a new slathering of paint.
'Tis but a scratch.
But honestly, I've never seen someone handle pain better than this dude did. And then when I found out that not a single one of those bullets hit a major organ or artery in his body when he walked out of the hospital the next day, I knew for a fact that he was certainly the luckiest and probably holiest person walking around on the planet.
All of a sudden, I knew exactly.
Bro, I'll be honest with you, man. If you got hit that many times and none of them actually hit vital organs and it hit hit places where, I mean, sure, he would have, he still would have been affected by it, but knowing the fact that this man is literally if 50 Cent died years ago and this happened, this guy is literally would have been the reincarnation of 50 Cent. But he's not 50 Cent, so
What
and he's still
bottom
alive.
of my foot look like?
So
Oh,
unfortunately,
Jesus
I've seen
Christ.
crazy crap in my career, including people cut in half and body parts strewn all over highways. But this was my first time experiencing.
Honestly, that sounds about right. I've seen some of those footages, and I'll be honest with you, They're not pretty, especially when people get launched out of vehicles. It is extremely violent.
Seeing the thought of, holy crap, I might actually blow chunks all over this road.
I'm going to throw up. I think I'm going to throw
Don't
up.
throw up.
Seeing that guy's leg
Oh,
with one
dude,
more joint than it
100%,
should
dude.
have had briefly made me question my career choice and definitely made me feel bad for his stupid choice of sticking his foot out the window. But then one of the police officers showed up for traffic control and clued me in on the fact that this guy was wanted for multiple crimes, including child abuse. And even though my treatment didn't change that day,
Wow.
I definitely wondered, was somebody driving a giant truck of sweet karma that day?
This is so
It's yes, very much so. And I'll be honest with you, knowing all that, you're like, wow. You know, it's one of those. So it's one of those situations. It's one of those situations where it's like, karma's a bitch, and it was coming for him.
Follow my rectum.
So I would love to say that this
Oh,
is the only person
this
I've
one,
ever
yeah.
ran on who attempted to explore their nether region with household items, but I would be lying. In fact, the only thing I'm yet to experience is someone being straight up honest about trying to shove things inside of their backdoor cinnamon ring.
Not the back door. Not the back door.
Which I truly don't understand, because at the end of the day, no first responder, nurse, or doctor gives a flying crap about what you do on your personal time, especially since we are most likely.
I don't understand what is up with, you know, what's up with people, and usually you hear this sometimes with guys doing this. It's like, for anyone out there that wants to try these things, at least be safe with it. At most, get the proper equipment that is made to do this sort of thing. Please don't get like soap bottles or whatever, or just get the proper things, please, if this is what you really want to do. Okay.
Some of the craziest, strangest, and most eclectic humans that you will ever meet. But the one thing that we can all definitely agree on is the one place things without a flair should never go is your chocolate starfish no-no zone.
Honestly, yes. 100%, man. Oh my God. I mean, as I said, if this is what you want to, you want to do and such, at least just get the proper equipment, man. Just, they're out there, they're available. You could probably get some like on Amazon or what's that one site? I forgot what it was. Adam and Eve. Go there.
Hey everyone, welcome
Go there, guys. Get the proper things you need, please.
back to a very overdue installment of Where Are They Now? And if you're a dude, you might find some of this episode a little bit painful.
There you go.
What's off? It's off.
You know, as a paramedic
The whole thing's off. It blew up.
been doing this for a pretty long time, I feel like I've mastered the ability to keep a straight face no matter how horrendous the call or injury is. But when it comes to someone losing a section of their Johnson to a very violent and forceful catheter incident, that's when I tend to lose it.
Yeah. Oh God, that's buddy.
You see, catheters have a balloon at the end of them,
my
so
God.
once they're in place, the balloon can be inflated so it'll remain inside of the bladder, and then deflated once it's ready to be removed. But
Yeah.
if you forget to deflate, an exploded hot dog is what you'll make. It's truly
Yeah, for when he says exploded hot dog, has anyone ever like overcooked what is it, an actual hot dog in a microwave? I think when he means by that, I think that's what he means, because I have seen the hot dog like essentially split in half from like the tip of it. I'm gonna assume that's what that guy's his own hot dog looked like.
hard to describe
Jesus
what it's like
Christ.
seeing four grown men saying "there's no way" over and over again because none of us could believe what we were looking at.
Yeah, of course, no
It
shit.
sounds like they were able to get this guy a full set of twig and berries again, and us as much therapy as we're gonna need.
Then why are you covered in blood? My varicose vein exploded.
I've seen people shot,
Oh.
stabbed, impaled with 8-foot lightning rods, bleed a little bit, but I've never seen someone paint their home like they're the Picasso of human lube, like someone who's had a ruptured varicose vein.
Bam! Blood everywhere.
You see, the hardest part of controlling a severe
this man he's just so casual about it too. He's like, yes, one of what is it? What is it? One of the main well, it's not exactly an artery, but still, a lot of blood. What is it? Flows through there, but he's just so calm about it.
Your varicose vein bleeds, you can't just use one tourniquet like you would in an arterial bleed. You need two. One to stop all the arterial blood from coming into the leg, and then another one to stop all the blood that's inside of the leg ejecting out of their varicose vein blowout.
Jesus Christ.
Big summer blowout.
But thankfully, we were able to control the bleeding, get this guy down to the hospital, and then stare into the endless void, wondering when my leg veins would ultimately betray me, sending me into a lonely death.
Oh, dude, that guy was ultimately lucky, man. He was sure grace from God with his being able to survive that. And let's check out this projectile rain.
The one thing I was told when I was learning about Narcan was never slam it. Why? Well, have you ever heard the phrase,
Oh my God, there's vomit everywhere.
well, you will if you ever get
No.
Narcan too fast. But to be fair, everyone has different reactions when it comes to being given Narcan, and in my experience, most people are pretty chill when they wake up from their opioid sleeping time. But from time to time, you're going to get the joy
That's a good
of
movie.
experiencing you and your entire ambulance being doused in whatever they had for their last 3 meals. But I'm happy to report that that person was dropped off at the hospital feeling fine, and I went back to the station, burned all of my clothing, and never looked at bologna sandwiches the same again.
Try to catch me howling at the
Yeah, of course, man. Because, bro, that guy got covered with the last man's with that man's last 3 meals. Yeah, absolutely. He had a deep shower, definitely got rid of all of his clothes. Oh my God, yeah, I feel bad, kind of, but still, that's bad. But sheesh. I won't lie, man. Some of these were pretty bad, man. Especially the guy falling from basically from like 25 feet from the guy falling from 25 feet, the guy having a whole car crushed on him, and having that guy's hot dog literally explode. My God, dude. And this is what they deal with almost every day. I mean, I'm pretty sure he's been doing this for quite a while, but still, man. This man is certainly a trooper, and I'm pretty sure he has coped with so much of the crazy shit that he has to deal with every day. Good on with this man. Hey, man, I really hope there isn't a day where I have to get EMT. But if there's ever a time, I really hope it's this guy, because it just be an interesting interaction, for sure, man. But anyway, all you guys, have a good one. Leave a like. Subscribe. Hope you guys enjoyed the video as I did, because wow, these guys certainly don't get paid enough to deal with all this. With all this crap? Probably. I mean, I don't know, but kudos on this guy for being a professional. Through all of this. Anyway, you guys have a good one. Peace.